I want to go through an exercise with you today, one that's going to help you explore deep inside. So, I always talk about this inner world, going inward, and that can be really confusing and a little contradicting sometimes, and a little bit leaves us at a loss. And then another thing I talk a lot about is how you can explore your mind and understand what's true and what's not true. So this becomes really hard when we talk about beliefs, because if it's a thought, how do we know which thought to believe and which one to reject? Right, which one isn't true and which one is true? This is what's really funny, right? Our mind is that mirror and it will reflect back to us what we think. Right. So it'll reflect back to us in the external world what we believe about ourselves. So if we believe we're not good enough or not capable enough or can't achieve something, then we're going to experience that over and over and over. Versus if we believe that we can, we will also experience that over and over and over. It doesn't mean we don't have challenges, but it believes that we believe about ourselves that we can move through those challenges. So what I wanted to do today is start to explore a little bit more into what that looks like. How can you actually identify what limiting beliefs you have about yourself, and also what ceiling or resistance you put on yourself that stops you from being able to move through in your business? To get to that next level, to actually fully embody who you're meant to be, because you're holding yourself back. It becomes this really uncomfortable space that we stay in. So I want to explore that. I want to look at what that looks like for you. So we're going to go through a meditation today, a way to really explore what's coming up and start to tap into that inner knowing, that inner voice in a way. So just make sure that you're in a really comfortable space. So you can lay down, you can sit, whatever is comfortable for you. Just start to bring your attention to your breath. Just allow yourself to start to be present in your body. And notice if there's any tight spaces. Notice what's coming up for you. Is it hard to calm down, get centered and in the moment? Is there any physical pain? Just notice, bring your awareness with no judgment. And begin to really sink closer into your body. Relax into your body. Relaxing your shoulders. Releasing your neck. Feeling that relaxation move into your chest and your stomach, through your hips, through your thighs and your knees. Relaxing and releasing through your calves, into your ankles, and into your toes. Just full surrender into this moment. I want you to imagine that you're stepping onto a path. Notice your surroundings. Where are you? I want you to really envision this as a calm and tranquil area. Notice the color of the walkway that you're on. Is there any sounds? Is there water? Really feel yourself in this moment. And on this path, you begin to take a few steps forward. You're getting into a really peaceful stride. And in this path, you're feeling really confident. You feel like you're really trusting yourself. This path feels really good. So you're walking forward. And up ahead, you start to see that the path starts to V. And you know that there's going to be a choice to go into two directions. We arrive at this V, we arrive at this fork in the road. And you notice that the path changes on both sides. It's no longer the same color, the environment, it's different. The texture, the energy is different on both sides. Maybe one side feels really challenging. There's a lot of boulders in the way. There's a big incline. There's something in the way to one side. And then there's the other path. Maybe it's straighter. Maybe it's also still a little curvy. Maybe it feels a little familiar. Maybe it's more like the path you were just on. So to really visualize these two spaces. This is going to represent a choice that you're making in your business. So as we reflect back into ourselves, this is not about making the right choice. It's not about making the best decision for yourself. What we're going to explore is, how do you trust yourself in this moment, anytime you're at this decision point? So in this moment, you start to see someone walking straight towards you. And you start to recognize that this is a future version of yourself, one who has already made a decision. And you greet each other with a smile. And there's a level of familiarity. Now, this version of you is this version you're working towards. This version is the version that has already attained what you're wanting to attain. So we're going to use this as an opportunity to speak to our future self, our higher self, whatever feels right for you, whatever feels right in this vision that you have. So I want you to take the time to ask questions. I want you to ask, how can I trust myself today? And now I want you to ask the question of, how do I know when I'm operating out of fear? And now I want you to ask the question of, what do you want me to know? And now we move into one of the most important questions. For me to fully embody this future version of myself, what do I need to leave behind right here on this fork in the road? Now I want you to thank your future version, show so much appreciation for the wisdom that they've just shared with you. And then as you separate and you start to fully come back to who you are today, I want you to integrate the wisdom that was shared. I want you to look to your right and to the left at these two paths that you have for yourself, with the knowing that you have, with the trust that you've built for yourself. And bring this feeling. What does it feel like? How do you feel in your body at this moment? How much trust? How can you embody this trust? Does this trust feel warm? Is it a deep knowing that you have? Really explore what is coming up for you. What is the experiences that are going through your body? This is your decision point. This is the space that you can allow yourself to come to when you have a decision to make, when you can lean into trust for yourself, where you can ask yourself the questions and you can hear the answers, and you can know that no matter which path you take, you're doing so from trust for yourself. It may be challenging or it may be easy, but you made this decision from your own intuition and from your own trust point. So bring yourself back to this moment. Anytime there's a decision that arises, to this feeling of confidence and knowing for yourself. And just give yourself so much gratitude for being willing to see, for being willing to let go. And remember, you're laying down what no longer serves you on either of these paths. This is what needs to be left behind if you're fully going to embody that trust and that future vision of yourself. Leave what needs to be left behind right here on this path and be willing to step into the unknown with full embodiment and trust for yourself. So thank yourself for this journey as we begin to feel the room temperature, as we begin to come back into our body, as we begin to feel the moment right now. Start by wiggling your toes and your fingers, bringing your attention back to your breath, feeling the warmth of gratitude and trust that you have for yourself back into this moment. And when you're ready, open your eyes and start to integrate back into your space. I hope this was a beautiful transformation and journey that you went on. And do not forget to integrate this into your day. Don't forget to integrate this into your decisions and your decision points.